What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael back at it again with another Chicago Bears video. Ian Rapoport, one of the sources that is reliable in my opinion. Per Ian Rapoport, the Bears have yet to shop Justin Fields. And just as I expected at the time of this video, the Bears have not made any moves yet prior to Justin Fields or the number one overall pick. So the trade options are already set in stone. Atlanta went with Kirk Cousins, Pittsburgh went with Russ, and the Raiders went with uh, Garner Minshew. Now the market is pretty low for Justin Fields. So people want to say, well, Ryan Poles is to blame with this because he waited longer. No, I think Ryan Poles did the right thing by waiting this one out. It's just like I don't think Fields is going to get traded. I don't. I don't see any possible team right now that will possibly reach out and say, "Hey, we'll give you this for Fields," and the Bears will obviously trade him. Because if that was the obvious, they would have done what the Patriots have imagined. But I want to share what Ian Rapoport said here, so let's get right into it. Shout out to Swift Sports Network. Y'all know
They really not yet engaged.
Y'all know who he is. He's one of the Chicago Bears content creators who I look up to the most. Shout out to Swift Sports Network if he's watching this somehow. So this was on the NFL Network. So this was after apparently Garner Minshew signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. So let's watch this video and analyze it.
So then you say, what does this mean for Justin Fields? First of all, the Chicago Bears have not, they seem to be open to trading Fields. They've really not yet engaged, really not yet started that process. Want to make sure that Caleb Williams is their guy at number one. If you look around the league, it does seem to be there's some spots that have been taken up. Falcons have been taken up. Raiders have been taken up. The Vikings still need one. The Broncos still need one. Could he come in and be a bridge guy for a rookie? Certainly possible as well. Remains to be seen where Justin Fields lands. So then.
All right. So obviously the Bears are still opening to trade for Justin Fields, but they never really got into conversations with regards of Justin Fields. And he did mention some teams that could be potential options, but you just don't see it. Obviously, he said the Broncos, but I feel like the Broncos want to get their own quarterback and not settle for. And plus, the thing that he said is Justin Fields could be a bridge quarterback for a young quarterback, which I'm going to get into that for a second. Bears fans, we can cut the reality of what if we keep Justin Fields and still take Caleb Williams with number one overall pick. That's not fair to Caleb Williams. And I've said this before. It'd be one thing if we had like an Alex Smith quarterback that has been on our team for about 5-6 years, and we made the playoffs constantly and won our division. It'd be one thing if we had a quarterback that we can have our young guys sit under. And the main thing about it is Justin Fields is still on his rookie contract. So there is no going to be a scenario where Justin Fields stays on the team and they still get Caleb Williams. It's not fair to Justin and it's not fair to Caleb. Caleb wants to start no matter which team he goes to, rather any team. And then it's not fair to Justin is because instead of not keeping him and drafting his potential replacement, instead of surrounding him with weapons, I will not be surprised if Justin Fields demands a trade. So you got to think outside the box here. And the right thing to do if you're going to keep Justin Fields is to build around him and trade that number one overall pick. And I don't think the market was ever high for Fields. I don't even think there was a market for Justin Fields, if I'm being honest. The only reason why teams called the Bears to see if they acquired Justin Fields, to see if they were open to discussion of trading Fields. And Ian Rapoport says they are open to it, but they haven't really engaged in conversations. But you're running, and plus, even if you want Caleb Williams, well, you're running out of options here. I've heard the Seahawks, which he's going to be a backup. I heard the Chiefs, but let's be honest, the Chiefs do not need a backup quarterback. I heard not the Raiders. I heard the Giants, but the Giants are going to be looking for their quarterback most likely. Which, don't take it from me. Take it from what Ian Rapoport says, one of the reporters that will tell you that they were open to the discussion of trading Fields. They just haven't had any real conversations. Do you want to know why the Bears haven't had real conversations about Fields? It's because they were never going to trade him in the first place. I do believe Ryan Poles was waiting to see how this plays out. He's still, and plus Ian Rapoport said in that statement is they have to make sure Caleb Williams is the guy. And the reason why I don't think, even regardless of how the meeting goes with Caleb, I still think they're trading the number one overall pick. Because you want to know why? Is because they want to build this team for the draft, build it brick by brick. And they're not going to do it with 5 draft picks. If you think the Bears are going into this year with only 5 draft picks, you're dumb or you're stupid. They're gonna trade down either by the number one overall pick, which they're gonna acquire more draft capital and more positions for them to succeed to build their team up in the future for the following years than the 9th overall pick, because the Bears have number one, and I love this. How people make out to be, oh, we can trade up for a receiver. Yeah, but that would have to cost a lot of draft capital to trade up from number 9 to number 3, even to number 6 if you plan to trade Justin Fields, or even if you want to trade with some team, I don't know, the Chargers. That would cost a lot of draft capital to move up from 9 to 4 to 6 to even 3, which I hear a lot of dumb people thinking that, oh, we're going to get Caleb Williams and then we're going to trade with the Patriots and give them Justin Fields and land Marvin Harrison. That's not going to happen. You can throw that stuff out the window of Caleb Williams or Roman Doomsday. That's not going to happen either, because Roman Doomsday will be far taken behind. He's not going to fall to 9. A team would, if he falls to 9, teams will be stupid. So it's just like, bro, what actions need to happen until you have to realize it, and you have to think as a logical Bears fan, the right thing to do if you're keeping Justin Fields is to trade the number one overall pick and build talent around Justin Fields. And the wrong thing to do is keep Fields and draft Caleb Williams, because Justin is still 25. At least with Alex Smith, he was getting up there in age and he was becoming a washed up corpse. With Justin Fields, he's still 25 and he's getting in the young careers is a young career in the National Football League. We don't have an Alex Smith. I know people want to make it out that we have an Alex Smith. No, we don't. What the Chiefs did is way beyond that point. If the Bears do that, then Poles needs to get fired. I'm being dead serious. Poles needs to get fired. And let's just be logical. Do you really see that happening? Them keeping Fields and then still drafting Caleb? That doesn't make sense to me. If it's not right for Justin and it's not right for Caleb. Caleb wants to start. Send him to his hometown or send him to New York. Send him to either of those teams that want him, and they'll get him. So, Ian Rapoport says, to be honest, all teams that were favored to get Justin Fields are all off the table now. There's no way we're trading him in the division. You can cross that stuff off right away if you think we're trading him in the division. So, it's going to be soon until the Bears trade that pick, because the value is not high as it was with Justin Fields, and now they're in a position where they're going to be like, hey, if we get Caleb Williams, is it fair to him that if we keep Justin Fields, or if we still keep Fields, is it fair to him that we're getting his potential successor when he's not even, like, he's 25 years old? So what do you have to you have to think, if I'm Ryan Poles and the trade market is low for Fields, and people will say, well, just get what you want. That's not going to happen. The Bears are not trading Justin Fields for a bag of potato chips. They would have done it by now, in my opinion. But with the right mindset is telling me, and I'm not reading it off of some reporters, like these people writing it off, that they're just going to rely on reporters. I'm thinking now, because knowledgeable, factual. Facts. The fact is, the Bears have 5 draft picks. The facts is the trade market for Fields is not high anymore. Because they were never shopping him. So, what will the Bears do? Obviously, they're not going to keep Fields and draft Caleb. They're going to be, and even if you think that Poles is not sold on Fields yet, which most some of y'all, you have to think that he's going to be forced to start Justin Fields, because he has no choice. Because according to many people, according to many Bears fans, Ryan Poles has messed this up, because he could have gotten, at best, a day 2 pick. Instead, you're going to have to rely on a 4th and a 5th. And you better pray of a Hail Mary you get a 3rd. But I don't see that happening. If this was Ryan Pace, Fields would be gone. This is Ryan Poles. You can call him greedy. You could call him stupid for handling the situation. I do not care. They're trading the number 1 overall pick, like it or not. It's not how the league views Fields. It's how Ryan Poles views Justin Fields. Obviously, Ryan Poles views Justin Fields as something special if he wanted to get a 1st and a 2nd out of him. But obviously, that's not how the league views him. It's what Ryan Poles sees. So anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and bear down.